much. Opening day is almost here, but you can already immerse yourself in the game anytime at the Reds Hall of Fame and Museum. A new exhibit highlights the role of women in baseball, and the history goes back further than you may realize. Maybe the kings of the Queen City, but new stories are being revealed about the queens of baseball in this exhibit at the Reds Hall of Fame Museum.
We thought it would be great. It's something we haven't touched on, and we learned that there's a deep story behind this. It goes back to the 1800s into the current day. So it's really about the future as much as it is the past.
When everyone thinks about women in baseball, they think of a league of their own.
Who says girls can't play baseball? Who says women can't throw?
And the exhibit does feature some props from the movie. But women's imprint on America's pastime actually precedes the Cincinnati Red Stockings, with two groundbreaking women's teams. And players in the semi-pro league that followed were known as the Bloomer Girls.
The first uniforms were long skirts, and you can imagine fielding ground balls and running the bases in long skirts didn't work out really well. So the Bloomers came into play, and they became the uniform of choice really from the 1890s for about 20 or 30 years.
As you learn in the exhibit, big stars like Babe Ruth didn't think much of these athletes. Women were expected to stay home, avoid strenuous activity, and become mothers. But these women trailblazers were not afraid to work up a sweat. Just look at this uniform made of wool. And it's not just artifacts. Here in the movie theater at the Reds Hall of Fame Museum, you can watch a film that preserves the living legacy of women who played and pioneered the sport.
People always had the impression that you loved sports, that you were masculine, and that used to break my heart.
The exhibit also highlights coaches and trainers, along with women at the top of Major League Baseball. Cincinnati's own Marge Schott is one of just two women owners to win a World Series. Those figures of the past providing a path for the female athletes of today, and bringing baseball dreams alive for girls keeps the sport alive too.
I think this what exhibit says, you don't have to do what people expect you to do. You should do what you want to do and what you think you can do. The exhibit is sponsored by the
Rosie Reds, and that organization formed in the 60s to support the Reds. At the time, there was some talk about the Reds moving out of Cincinnati. Unthinkable. Yeah.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yeah, thank you.
I didn't realize that there were two teams here
Pro
in Cincinnati
teams.
that were
Me
women's
neither.
teams.
You can go read all about it, see all about it at the museum. It's great.
Neat exhibit.
Thanks, Jen.
Yeah.
Big